Say what you will about Tom Cruise, but you got to give him his due. He stands on principles. He returned three of his Golden Globe Awards because they had no black members on for the foreign Hollywood foreign press, so he turned them all in. And the truth is, it doesn't make or break your career. One of the realities is this: they can give you a whole bunch of token awards and they can bestow you and say that you're this and you're that. But the reality is this: they don't really make or break your career. They really don't. And because he adopted his children, it made him look at things differently. I think, well, of course, with George Floyd and everything, but it started to make him look at his workplace differently. See, Hollywood is a big old escapism. It's a big fantasy island. But that's the illusion that they tell you that it's a big paradise. But don't get it twisted. They just as racist as any other part of America and the rest of the world when it comes to black people. A lot of times people get this romanticism like it's some kind of fantasy land and you don't have to really think in terms of your race and all that. They are segregated. They are very separate. They have agendas, they have bases, and they have showed it what the award shows. They have done it purposely. If you watch the Oscars being the hashtag Oscar so white, well, that wasn't a punchline or a joke. That's a reality. A lot of times they didn't even acknowledge or give black folks any award nominations. So when you read about him turning in his awards for his work because he was protesting, he been making. I know he got Mission Impossible probably 688 by now, but hey, that man has been a golden ticket in Hollywood. He's been able to keep the box office jiggling and going for 40 plus years. But I stand on him for standing up to something because a lot of them don't stand for nothing. A lot of them just look the other way and don't want to really have to think until something goes down. But you have to ask yourself why you got to keep asking for acceptance for what I'm talking about behind the scenes and having a say. You see, they barely want to acknowledge you for acting in anything and doing anything or directing anything or production. And it sure as heck don't want you to have a say. So it says a lot about him turning in he turned in his awards for the lack of black writers having a say, at the award show and places, you know, that is huge. You need to have those reminders, historical times when people don't acknowledge things, don't speak out on things. It's the social messages that need to take place. A lot of times, folks just don't really be caring and they really don't want to be sharing. So I applaud what he was about with that. And I think that's really cool. You just don't, you don't get near enough of that, near enough to hear about it. But I applaud Tom Cruise for taking that lead on that. It's really is important that what to understand the totality of it because at times, and just because white parents adopt black children, whatnot, that doesn't mean that they're in tune to things. But you get more social, you get more aware, you have moments and things that start to matter to you that they say something to you. And those awards are what they are. But you earn them, what have you, but they do not mean they gonna make or break your career. There's a lot of people who won awards and barely have ice cubes in their fridge. Just saying. Don't let the awards fool you. Because you're one check to check. So just giving a shout out to Tom Cruise for remembering that he turned those back in 2021, which wasn't that long ago, but he didn't want no parts of it. And they been slow with being diverse. They talk a good game. They're no more progressive than what you see. Please like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands, keep your mind clear. Watch out for another. Share it if you like and hit that membership because when you do requests like this come true, stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free. I'm out. Peace one time.